Nick Hart from Backstreet Boys.
Shout out to Boy Band Break.
It's Chris Kirkpatrick here. Shout out to your podcast, Boy Band Break.
Everybody, this is Howie D, and I'm listening to Boy Band Break.
Hi, Ashley Parker Angel here. Huge shout out to the Boy Band Break podcast.
This is Brad from LFO, and you are listening to Boy Band Break.
Hey, what's up? This is Jacob.
What's up? It's Dan.
What's up? It's Trevor.
And it's Eric Michael, and it's time for Boy Band Break, baby. Let's go!
Bam, 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 bam.
Welcome back to Boy Band Break, where we encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, my name is Lydia,
aka Mama Lou.
aka Mama Lou.
Diane is not here. I am Chinzia.
Yes.
I am Sophia.
Yes.
And you are?
aka Mama Lou Lydia. I did the intro correct. I just forgot my own name. Sorry, guys. Anyways,
and that's why you have us to back you up.
Exactly.
This is what happens when all four of us are not here. There we go. We forget our roles here. But you guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining us on the very last, or I guess very first episode of 2023. So happy New Year! If this was confetti, I would throw the confetti.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but
that will not injure myself. So,
love it.
Yes. So welcome. Thank you. Welcome to anybody who's new. Thank you to anyone who has been listening for many, many years. And if you are not following us yet on YouTube. youtube.com/boybandbreak, or you can follow us on any of our social medias at boybandbreak. If you ever have any ideas for shows or anything, feel free to let us know. And we love to hear from people and love to have subscribers.
Yes, please. We need 1,000 to monetize, so we need your help. Please help us do that. Thank you.
And we have all those links on a link tree.
That's right, including our Ko-fi. So if you want to send us to concerts, you can. All right.
Hey there, Lydia. Yes.
I'm just saying.
Well, guys, as is tradition for the last few years, because we established last time that we're in our 5th year. We've done 4 full years of Boy Band Break. So thank you all. Is at the end of the year, we like to do a little thing called a yearly recap or review. A year in review, if you will.
Yes.
So if you'd like to go back in time, our last one is episode 176, aptly called 2021 Review. So there you go. We reviewed the past
Wow. It's like mind-blowing.
I'm just we're going to chat about things that happened in 2022. So buckle up, people, because things happened.
Hold on to your hats. Or is it hold on to your butts?
Yeah, hold on to your butts. That's right.
Yeah.
Hold on to whatever part of the body you'd like to hold on to, man.
Or you can just hold on to the handle of your chair.
Hold on for one more day. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I myself have a very bad memory, and usually our friend Diane is the one that keeps track of everything and is very organized and has notes and things and remembers things. Like I forget what I was doing 5 minutes ago. So,
hey, I got you. I can remember some things.
Sophia is also very good at remembering.
I feel like I'm Patrick from SpongeBob. I'm just like, huh?
She's a fun character. He's a fun character, and you're fun as well.
Thank you. All right. So, Chizia, you are our pilot on this journey across time.
That's right. On this journey of year in review.
There you go.
So, as we recall, 2020 was a crap year.
Yes.
Crap. Do not recommend. Would never want that again. 2021. Some things were open. Some things weren't. We really didn't get to do a lot of stuff. We live in Canada, if you guys don't know, so our border was closed for a very long time.
Yeah, long time in history.
So there was a lot of fun stuff happening in the States that we were not able to go to because things were not really, or they would open it up for a very brief period of time and then close it up again and stuff. So we hadn't really gone to any concerts.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're just gonna review and see what happened in this past year.
Yeah.
Okay, so. We interviewed. So the cool thing about the pandemic is that we were able to interview a lot more people than So we did do that. So we actually virtually met.
Because it was on Zoom, right? Zoom, StreamYard.
It became a big thing.
Yes.
Thank God.
Not find
I
it
know.
now. I thought I had
It was a lifesaver.
It kind of was in its own way.
So Lydia had been reaching out to people who had boy band related things, and we ended up running into finding Sam and Luke,
Yeah.
and they created a game called Boy Band Builder, the card game. So that was pretty cool. So we had interviewed them in 2021, and they were nice enough to actually send us some copies of their game, which is awesome. So we actually started our year last year by playing the Boy Band Builder, the card game.
Mhm.
So,
Which was fun.
having not have read it at all, we literally opened the box on this episode. That's episode 177, and just kind of read the instructions and went from there.
Yeah.
Some of us caught on to the instructions better than others.
Some of us did not.
Lydia did not, but you know.
Yeah.
This
I
But
wanted
it's
those
good
twins.
to show. It was good to show the variety of mindsets.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's good to. It's always fun to see like the strategies that people come up with and stuff. So we did that. We talked about some other boy bands that we didn't normally talk about. So like we hadn't talked about Boys to Men before or New Edition. So we found out, we did research on those bands. We did that. We did some. Kendall Ray, who's a big YouTuber, did a thing about Lou Pearlman. So we kind of like went through it and we kind of like fact check because normally I always take all her videos at
With a grain of salt.
Ballyhoo.
Oh, sorry.
And she was actually pretty close with the Lou Pearlman stuff, but I feel like because we knew like a lot more because we were actually in the fandoms, that I feel like we could like, oh, she forgot about this thing or wasn't important or whatever. So now going to TV, not one but two boy banders were on reality shows this year.
Ooh.
So the first one was Howie D, and he was on a brand new reality show that I don't think was ever coming back.
No.
It's called The Real Dirty Dancing.
Although it was fun to see like something new come about.
It was fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
And
this is something that you can
Twitch
really-
was on there, so rest in peace, Twitch.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
so
That
Twitch
happened later
was,
in the year. That
yeah.
happened recently.
It happened recently, so
Yeah.
surprising.
Then I
but-
remembered that he was on there because Brie Bella did a tribute to him. And I was like, oh yeah,
Mm.
Was she on the show?
yeah, Brie Bella.
Oh yes, she was. Oh, there was other people.
Yeah.
So there was like maybe like what, 8 celebrities, I think, or 10
Yeah, I think 8.
celebrities. And each week they got rid of them and they had to get a Johnny and a baby and then they had to like whatever. Howie did not make it that far, but
I
We love
think he
you,
was
Howie.
eliminated after the second week.
second or third week, I think. It was
Oh, maybe
short
third
one.
week. Yeah.
But they went to the room that was in the Dirty Dancing movie and then they like did the lifts and they did all the other
Yeah.
stuff. So it was actually
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was a cute concept. And then Chris was on Celebrity Big Brother. So he was on there for about a half the time.
He basically lost. He
Because of
backdoored
content.
himself.
He backdoored himself. That's true.
Yes.
Because the problem with Celebrity Big Brother is that most of the celebrities don't watch Big Brother. So they don't know how the game is supposed to work, right? And all the strategies and who's doing things and stuff like that. So
But he did because he used to watch, or he still watches.
still
Yeah.
watches. So, but it was just very, sorry, it was just very nice to see Chris on TV. And I
Yeah.
didn't have the live feeds, but later on in the year when we were talking to the Chris Kirkpatrick Miss Girls, they were saying that him being on that show was really good because you could actually see him like 24/7. So you find out his mannerisms, the way he acts, and things like that. So it was actually like really.
So it
cool
helped
thing
their
to see.
show.
So, mhm,
Because they found out more facts about him.
exactly.
Do you need to drink some water?
Do.
Okay, so I will continue because I know where Chinzi is on the screen. Okay, so then all right, playlist. Backstreet Boys, As Long As You Love Me playlist review. What was that, Soph?
Yeah, so they did a playlist for Valentine's Day.
That's
possibly?
right.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And
so
then we reviewed that because I was like, oh, they added songs of "I'll Never Break Your Heart."
Mhm,
that kind of
that's
thing.
right. That's right. Yeah, and then we reviewed the new edition, which is obviously like a key building block in the boy band genre. Then we interviewed Samantha from the Boy Band Fanatics box. So that I'm not sure if that's still going on. I think that may have ended.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think she might still be trying to do it, but I'm not sure. So
Yeah,
it's a cool concept, but it didn't really get the funding it needed at the beginning. But then, so if we skip ahead a couple of weeks, Diane and I went on our first road trip, and we went to
Since the
90s.
pandemic?
yes, that's right. You went to 90s time. Tell us about
So we finally got to see Nick after like 2.5 years. So that was great. So Nick was there, AJ was there from the Backstreet Boys. And then
Can I just say the 90s con had like so many amazing like 90s people?
they did.
Like all the TV shows I watched was
that.
there.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yes.
And obviously the boy banders, yes.
Mm-hmm. So that was like, it was a really fun convention. There was a lot of cool things going on there. They are doing another one this next year, I get. This year, because it's now 2023, guys.
That's
There you
right.
go. There
So
you
it's
go.
in
What's the
March. It's
dates
at the
for
end of
that?
March.
Time skip.
March, I want to say like the 13th to the 17th ish, around there.
Oh, okay.
They just announced 2 members of Saved by the Bell will be there. So Mark Paul Glossier.
It's going to be March 17, 18, and 19 of 2023.
That's it.
Oh, we should
And,
go. I have
Mario
those days
Lopez
off.
is going to be there as
There you
well.
go.
So
Oh, I met them at the Toronto Fan Expo Canada in 2019. Yeah.
there you go.
Do you want to know
It's
who's
fun.
going to the next one? Or is that not important in the story?
Sure. We would love to know just a quick rundown, if you will.
Okay, we
Oh,
got
they announced
Danica.
people?
Yeah, I guess so. Or maybe is this last year's people?
No, they had started announcing, and then they do Christmas Con as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
it just
started announcing
ended.
people.
It just happened a month ago, I guess,
Yes.
because we're now in January. Yeah.
We got Danica McKellar from the Wonder Years. We got
Yeah.
Dan Luria from also the Wonder Years. We
Yeah.
got Olivia Dabble from the Wonder Years. We have Melissa Joan Hart from Sabrina.
Yes, Sabrina.
We have Caroline Ray from Sabrina Teenage Witch. She's like
Yeah.
fun.
She's the fun aunt.
Oh, and the other one too, Beth Broderick from Sabrina Teenage Witch.
Oh, nice.
Then we have
Before it became all dark and horrible, because that's what all the
Yeah.
new remakes are, all like scary and
Yeah.
it was
yeah,
fun and hearted when we were kids.
I know
That's right.
It was, and in fact, the Backstreet Boys was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's right. And Howie was on a couple times solo wise as well.
See, that's cool. So a lot of more Sabrina people. We got Jenna Leigh Green, Nate Richard, Nick Bacala.
Doesn't that age
Bacai.
well?
I know, God bless him. Oh well, that's okay. Then Thora Birch from Hocus Pocus. She was like the kid, the girl kid. We have Amory Katz from Hocus Pocus. Oh, that was. We had Vanessa Shaw from Hocus Pocus. We got Jason Marsden from Hocus Pocus. Mario Lopez from Saved by the Bell. You know who that is, Soph.
Yep.
And Mark Paul Gossalahar. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Gosler.
Thank you, from Saved by the Bell.
They're very nice. They're very
That
nice
guy.
people. Yeah.
And it says, plus many more celebrities to come. Stay tuned. And then there's like Backstreet Boys dancing on the bottom, but I don't know if that's
It had Backstreet Boys dancing on the bottom.
on the bottom of their screen. So I'll show you.
Maybe to show they were there.
Maybe share the screen there, friend.
Yeah, okay. So
While you do that, I'm just going to do a quick look of where Backstreet Boys are on tour.
I don't know. Like,
Oh, that was last year. So it's
Is that-
with
TLC.
TLC. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, well, look at them dancing. God bless
yes.
them. Okay, perfect. All right. So then,
Yes. I filmed. If you'd like to see some footage from that panel, go check out our YouTube page, because that is on there.
that's right.
So
That was a pretty cool moment,
Right.
actually, because you never thought that TLC and Backstreet Boys would be together,
Never. Exactly.
and that's
When
why you
did
go
we
to
say this?
con so you can see that.
yes, and the boys were late. It was actually very interesting to hear TLC talk, because it was a lot of stuff they went through. So it's kind of cool. So anyways, you said that was March 17th.
17, 18, and 19.
Okay, so the last Backstreet Boys show right now is March 11th in New Zealand. So they might be able to go, but
Ooh, maybe.
time change.
Or would they want to have a break too, right?
They would probably want to have a break, because they have a very full year, January 25th until March 11th. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see. 50-50 chance.
Chili.
What else happened?
Yes.
Sorry.
What else happened last year?
Oh, last year. So that 90s Con was a lot of fun. There was a Disney movie came out that had a boy band in it. Does anyone recall what that one was called?
98 Degrees.
It had a panda.
Yes. Red.
Yes.
Turning Red.
Turning
Four
Red,
Town.
and the band was Four Town.
Four Town. And they had a great song that I cannot recall at the moment, but it was very good.
Yes.
Oh my God, what was?
Do you remember it?
Hold on. I think it was. I mean, they had like 3 songs.
They had like 4 songs, I think, 3 or 4 songs.
But only like a couple were really catchy. But
They
the
had
first one was very catchy.
Yes, it was, and that song was.
My brain is not
Why?
Nobody.
Can't recall this.
Nobody like you.
Nobody like you. Yeah.
You don't touch my tummy like you.
You.
Yeah,
That was good.
Yeah, it's so good.
So moving on to other boy bands that we chatted about Big Time Rush. We did a review of one of their albums because they actually went on tour last year too. That they had come back together. So that's like Carlos Penavega, Logan, Kendall, and somebody else.
And they were gonna come to Toronto, but it got canceled.
Come to Toronto. The ticket sales were very low for that. Also, I feel like it was still around the time where the pandemic requirements were a little bit like, I think you still needed to be vaccinated to come up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody on their tour, like, I'm sure they were, but then like the crew and all that stuff. So they ended up just canceling that show. So that was kind of like sucky.
And New Kids on the Block did the same thing because one
on the Block did the same thing twice.
Yeah.
They were supposed to come and didn't. So
that
was
I guess one of their crew members, right? The crew members didn't have vaccination.
Yeah, it was the rumor.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
They
literally
got
somebody just
roasted.
liked our tweet the other day. Like today, somebody liked the tweet from June where they're like,
my
you
God.
can't speculate on things. And I was like, okay, this concert has come and gone. So yes, you're fine.
Yeah.
So yes, we did that. We did some classic Backstreet Boy reviews. We did In a World Like This and Show 'Em What You're Made Of.
So much tomato.
That was the documentary, right?
Yes, because we hadn't done that documentary, which we were surprised about because usually we would be on that.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Exactly.
I think we had gone on to that just before we started podcasting.
I think so.
Podcasting yet?
Oh, maybe you're right.
So
yeah, that's true.
So we went to that and we're like, oh my God, we never talked about our experience in LA and all that stuff. So we talked about it and then showed some videos and stuff like that. We did a Hanson review, which got really bad feedback. So I think we've kind of determined that Hanson's not really like traditional boy band. They're more of like a band.
Yeah. I also think like we shouldn't have reviewed that kind of album.
Well,
the thing is, it had just come out, and we were so excited that a boy band album was being released that we're like, okay, let's do Hanson, whatever. Yeah. But you know what? We've never actually done like the original Hanson album. Maybe we'll do that in the future, but
we should. But okay, here's the thing that
we did do their Christmas album, and I think that one went better because we liked that one.
It redeemed us from this one. Yeah, this episode got a lot of hate from a lot of the Hanson fandom. Sorry. But I mean, well deserved because we also hated the album. So
right. So, it's good to have a little bit of constructive criticism to like even it out.
We got a Backstreet bias. This is
That's true. But like we tried at least.
Got this from 90s Con.
Ooh.
Oh my! That watch. Oh, you still don't wear that watch?
I have not worn it. I forgot. I bought it. I didn't. So only the VIPs got this, but then they had it on sale afterwards, and I was like, I want this watch. And then I bought the watch, got it shipped to Florida, and then have never used the watch. And I'm like,
so what is the watch? It says 90s Con, or what does it say?
What does it say?
It's like it's like
very
much
a
picture on there,
Timex-y type.
Oh, cool!
I can't see it. There you go.
Fun.
Well, No time like the present. Put it on. Put it on.
Okay.
Put it on. It matches your glasses.
It does.
It does match my glasses and my water bottle.
Oh my god.
Aww.
Yes.
I
Cute.
can't put it on.
Matchy.
Anyways, here it is. Ooh.
Cute.
Beautiful.
All right.
I love it.
Super cute.
That's not actually why I stood up. I just happened to notice that while I was standing up to go get something else to show everyone.
Is it the Red, Green, Blue album?
No, it's not. It is very expensive board game.
Ah.
Oh,
Now
yeah, that's right.
Play for keeps.
Playing for keeps. That's
Yes,
right.
and did you know the answer is always Justin Jeffrey?
Can I just say, okay, first of all, that's hilarious. But can I just say that they friggin' talked about this in the concert that Sophia and I just went to.
Yes.
Boy Band Christmas concert.
No way.
Oh, boy
They
band.
did, because they were talking about how when they were younger, they had to fill out all these like questionnaires for all these teeny bopper magazines. So then they made jokes and then made up nicknames for each other that they did not use for each other, but just filled them out on this questionnaire. And then, sorry, no, that wasn't on that. That was on, sorry, they didn't mention that. They made,
Okay, start again. What?
Start again. So last year, so we would have just missed this. They did a boy band holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Remember? So it was like a Christmas special.
Yes.
So it had 3/4 of 98 Degrees. They had Joey Fatone and Chris from NSYNC. They had
Joey McIntyre.
They had some of the guys from Belle Biv DeVoe and Boyz II Men.
I think that's it.
Eric Michael Estrada from Motown.
Eric Mike, yes.
So anyways, I just happened to be on Disney Plus the other day, and that special is on there now for Christmas.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's awesome.
As it should be.
Maybe perhaps replacing another
A
special.
very
that's not there.
Backstreet Christmas could have been on there too.
It could have been on there, but it wasn't. But anyways, as they
No
were
comment.
chatting around the table for that, Drew had said they'd made up names for each other and filled it in. He's like, and then the next thing you know, it's in our trivia game, or it's in our board game. And then Chris was like, "You guys had a board game?" And then Joey's like, "We had a board game." So, anyways, we first of all need to find the NSYNC board game, because I remember seeing it. Like, it doesn't look different to me, but I don't know if we actually ever had the game. Like, do you remember playing it, Lydia?
Nope.
So
Is it the one that you shared on Facebook?
I did, and no one has responded to me, so I have not found it yet, but I will track it down. But anyways, this 98 Degrees Play for Keeps game was super fun because it actually came with prizes. Yeah. So there's like a whole bunch of things in here, like
merch,
pencils, and merch stuff that like is actually a good deal for that game. So, and anyway, so my dream one day is that we can like hang out with like the guys, or at least just like Jeff and Drew, because they're my favorite.
That's right.
And chat, like maybe they'll do like 90s Con, who knows? But if they do something like that, would love to like go through them and be like, hey, ask them a couple of the questions and be like, is this what your answer actually was, or was this just bullshit? Like, is this like, so I think
it could be a very interesting conversation. That's for sure.
Be like, play the game against the band members. I think
there you
that would be super fun.
That'd be fun.
But obviously,
and then we would know what to do, because the answer is always
Justin Jeffrey. So there you go. Oh, too funny. So yes, we did a couple other things. So then Sophia, Diane, and I ended up going to 3 concerts in the summer.
Of the Backstreet Boys. So 2 were in Toronto, and 1 was in Darien Lake, so kind of like the New York State area. So after the very first one, so that was the Canada Day one, so it was on July 1st. And we hadn't seen them in 2.5 years.
Yes, so this was the first time like seeing them in concert. We had tickets for all 3 shows, right?
All 3, yeah.
Yes. So we were there, whatever. And then we decided we were going to go to an after party. See, and I totally forgot that if we didn't have these videos on our YouTube page.
Yes.
youtube.com/boybandbreak. So we went to the after party. We did not do the high-end VIP, which
was probably good in the long run because of how short it was.
Quick it was. Like our friend got it, and I counted from when she walked from one doorway back. I think it was less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, like 17 seconds or something. after. And then because it was still like coming off pandemic-y times, they're like, you can't hug them, you can't whatever. And it's just like, it was just like, eh. So I recorded a bunch of the songs, including there was songs that AJ hadn't released yet either. So that was good. So we got some good views on that, including his single Smoke. And the best part about that is that we found out later when they did release it, they had like a little link tree thing. And the link to the YouTube video actually linked to our video instead of the official video. So
which was some good views there.
I don't know how long it was up there, but it was definitely up there for a bit because I can tell by our view count that one definitely had a lot more views. So thank you, whoever messed that up. So
thank you, AJ's team.
Thank you for your mistake.
Yes, we appreciate you. God bless. Keep doing it. So then Nick and AJ performed a bunch of stuff. Howie really did not perform much. He kind of was just
Howie just went to drink. He said hello, sang one song, and was like, I'm out. I'm going to go drink now.
Yes, for sure. So then we went the second night. And we were there, and we were like, what, third row-ish?
I would say, yeah. Around there.
And then it's just like, because we had seen the first show, we're like, oh, there's a bit of a pause here when it should have just continued going. And then we heard someone say, oh, we hear Drake might be here. And I was like, So then I just like whip up my camera there. And Drake performed I Want It That Way with Backstreet Boys.
That's right.
And, no
Diane's dream come true.
No offense to Drake at all. I am not a big fan. I don't like that type of music that he does. But Diane is a huge fan and was losing her ever-loving mind. But I was able to very steadily hold the camera and record. So he was talking about how, I believe it was at his bar mitzvah or something. Like
his bar mitzvah.
And he wanted.
Do you remember dancing? Story, right? I feel like it was his bar mitzvah. The first song that he ever danced to was "I Want It That Way," and that's when like they first started dating or something like that. I don't know.
I thought she did. I thought she rejected him. I can't remember. But anyways, all I know is that I can't remember.
All I remember is it was bar mitzvah. The first dance. He loved this song, and then he called them legends and. Then they sang the song. It was together.
Very nice. Then Howie sampled part of his song during the thing as well. It was very cute.
Yes. So it was a nice payback. So
we were stuck in the parking lot leaving this concert, and I just posted the video. And by the next morning, the video had 1,000 views. And Diane's friend, coworker, who she hadn't worked with in a year, messaged her and said, hey, is this you in the video? And took a screenshot of literally the 2 seconds that I was on Diane's face before I went back to the thing because I was like, this is hilarious. And then it just like fucking started blowing up.
It blew up. It went everywhere. Every entertainment channel.
It was on TMZ. It was on Rolling Stone. It was on, oh my God, I can't even remember.
Us Weekly.
Everywhere.
Entertainment
like, oh my God,
Tonight.
This is amazing.
Everything. Yeah.
Sadly, we couldn't monetize on that because we do not have 1,000 subscribers. So again, please subscribe to us. But I got to give kudos to Drake because our subscribers did go up because of this video.
Yeah.
So
I think it was like 549 subscribers from that
new subscribers
thing you shared, right? The data you shared? Yeah.
Yeah. So it definitely like helped us. So thank you, Drake.
We love the Drake.
Help us a little bit more.
YouTube has like where they email you and let you know like how many listens you got, views, that kind of thing.
Like a year.
Yeah, for the year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Drake.
So that was exciting. But it was also like it was even used on like a TV special, and they had the little like at boy band break in the corner. We're like, aha!
Yes.
It did not help.
The Backstreet Boys interview they did on ET Canada.
I don't understand how other people get paid for videos. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they didn't even ask us. They would just be like, yeah, we got it from Boy Band Break. And I was like, you know what? Don't even care at this point. I'm just excited that it's out there. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Very cool. So we did that.
Woot woot.
So that was a lot of fun. So then we went to Darien Lake the next day and we saw the show again. Very weird difference. Like you don't realize how big, like how different venues are because in Toronto, like the floor is a giant area. So yes, if you were within like the first 6 rows, you could be pretty close. You kind of whatever.
But then if you didn't want to be in that crowd, you could lean back. You could just be back and walk around freely on the floor because there's that much space. At Darien Lake, it was like, oh, if you were at the tip of the stage, like there was only like
sardines. You were like
4 people. We were just like, oh my God. So it was like sardines, but
yeah. But hey, it was
and then we did a meet and greet.
Worth it.
Yes, we did a meet and greet there too, which was very weird because, again, it was like coming out of pandemic-y times, and normally you just go and you hug the boys and whatever, but they were very like, you can't hug them, you can't touch them, you can't kiss them, and I was like, we were allowed to kiss them, and Mike's like, you can't kiss them now, and I was like, I didn't know that was an option before. What the hell, Mike?
Damn it!
Like, what is this bullshit?
What is this thing that we never had, but you thought we had?
Yeah,
exactly right. So, and then there was like some drama because then eventually some people were getting hugs, but you're like, you don't know if the boys were hugging them or they were hugging, and it was just.
I guess like someone in Los Angeles at the VIP had some possibly COVID, and that's why they did it like this.
Ugh, nice guy.
I don't know, man. It was just.
I don't know. It's just weird. Like you go up to them and you're like, your first instinct is to hug, and then you're like, oh, sorry, it's back to how it used to be, where you can't touch them.
Untouchables.
I try to do like a huggy picture.
I just kind of
I could touch
back
some of them.
So at least I was touching it. I'm like, I don't know.
So in all, it was great.
It was very nice to see them again, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we had our 200th episode.
Woo! And we did not do a top 200 episode playlist.
Because when we did our 100, go follow us, our playlist on Spotify. I believe it's just called Boy Band Break Top 100 Songs.
So good. I listen to it all the time.
So good.
It is a very good playlist. But that took us like 4 hours to whittle down, and we almost killed each other.
Yeah.
So we're not doing that for the 200th episode.
Nope.
Yeah. So it's like a running joke.
We just kind of did like a recap of like how many game episodes have we had, how many this and whatever. So that's a good recap episode. So that's number 200.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then Lydia's husband helped us out a great deal.
Yeah.
And we so shout out to Kenny for his mad editing skills.
Kenny's a very good editor, 100%. Yeah, can't confirm.
So we never had an intro before. No. We had just like a little 5-second screen that had our logo, and then at the end we had the same thing. But we're like, you know what? We've had a bunch of boy bands give us shout outs. So we should just put this together in a video with a cat for some reason.
It's like a cat vibe.
It's that meme.
Yeah, it's like
fun.
A vibing cat. Because we're a vibing podcast.
That's right.
Vibing podcast. So
we boy band all over.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, people were very impressed by that at Anna's wedding. Like the bridesmaids were so excited that all these boy bands were like shouting out Boy Band Break. So I was like, yes, thank you.
Awesome. See? It's like an icebreaker.
Get some street cred there. So there you go.
We do, yeah.
So we did that. Mixtape 20. Oh, right. Mixtape tour. So then Diane and I went to Buffalo to see it because we ended up getting cheap tickets. We were supposed to go to Toronto, but then Toronto got postponed a month, but then it got canceled. And it was like this whole big.
And that was a $25 deal, right?
Well, we had paid slightly more. I think I paid $30.
Oh, okay. Because they were on a promotion.
No, you're right. We did bought it through the $25 concert week sale.
Yeah, they had a promotion.
But our tickets were in the fucking nosebleeds. I was like, I wonder if we can just. And I was obsessively watching, by the way. First of all, can I just say that the Toronto show, much bigger arena, totally sold out. The Buffalo show, much smaller arena, not even half sold out.
Whoa, shit.
Way cheaper tickets. It was bullshit. So they're like, oh, it was ticket sales. Like, it was definitely not ticket sales. So then people are like, oh, the electricity is not enough for this show. I'm like, first of all, they've done this show there before. And second of all, this is like the biggest arena in Ontario.
The Maple Leafs and Toronto Raptors play here. I think the electricity is fine.
And we've had giant artists from all over the world with very like elaborate shows. And no offense to the mixtape tour, but it was not that elaborate of a show. No one is flying over the crowds. No one is doing things. There's not like, I was like, anyway, so we went. It was a good show for sure. Rick Astley was there. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
He's the Rickroll guy.
Yes.
All right. So then, let's see what else happened. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, that was.
And then August, right? Are we in August? Because we went to 3 O-Town shows.
We did.
2.
And I even went to one of them.
No, we went to 3, no?
Oh, I thought you meant
one for your birthday.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Sorry.
So we did
2 in August.
Zoo, Michigan. And we did Xenia, Ohio, or whatever.
Xenia, Ohio.
First, we tried to win meet and greet passes. We didn't. Lydia and I ended up winning some, but then we couldn't get any more.
It was hard to win.
The Kalamazoo Rib Fest, my friend, was
something.
Just a little park in the middle of town with like 8 ribs, and pretty much we could have probably got in for free because they definitely did not scan it and whatever. But anyways, it was good.
And that was our first boy band break trip together.
Yes, it was our first since Vegas, right? So this was
Vegas,
our first,
right?
This was our
road
first
trip.
road trip ever.
I've never been on a road trip with you guys.
Yes.
So we did that. So we went to Kalamazoo. We weren't originally going to go there. We were just going to go to the Ohio one because Chris was there. But then this Kalamazoo thing was on the way down. And we figured,
might as well.
What the hell? Let's do it. So we did. Got to see David Cook for the first time. We had never seen him before. He was pretty good.
What is that other
Mark
guy's
McGrath
name?
from Sugar Ray.
That one.
He was there. So yeah, it was
And
just
some
really
other
nice
guy?
to see Chris.
Yeah, it was. Some other guy. What
I
was
can't remember the other guy. The other guy was at the other one.
Oh, okay.
In the Xenia, but I can't. Oh God, what was his name?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
I think it was Chris or Jeff Timmons was like, "This guy sounds amazing."
David
Yes,
Cook?
he was like that young guy. Oh my God, Billy Gilman,
Frankie J.
Yeah, Frankie J as well, and Billy Gilman. Yeah, it
Billy
sounds
Gilman,
familiar.
yes.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah.
So yeah, so we did that. So that the fun part about so sure Kalamazoo was like a weird little tiny thing, but it was at least in the middle of the city in a park, whatever.
Right.
Xenia, Ohio was I guess also in the middle of a park, but literally in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere. And the concert was almost canceled because they lost their power.
Yep.
And didn't have
too
power.
hot. Yeah.
And it was friggin' hot. And it took and I'm pretty much sure we all got kind of a bit of heat stroke. I know I did. I don't know if you.
Yeah, it was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
But I did the Chris meet and greet, and it was just really nice to see him because I had seen him I was trying to call him over at Kalamazoo, but it was dark and he wasn't coming over or whatever. So it was funny. So there was maybe like 10 of us in the room. I never ended up posting that footage, did I?
Yeah, for your birthday.
No, the footage that I secretly recorded of the meet and greet.
No, because you said that he said some things about that guy. So
Cadric. He was saying some shit about Cadric.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like enough
I feel
time
like Chris would say that. Yeah.
Post it now.
I gotta see where I put that. Anyway, so we were there, and it was just like, it was really nice because there was this other girl, I believe her name was Deanna, that he also knows. So she was standing there first. So he came in, he saw her, and then he's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And like came and gave me a big hug and all this stuff. So it was just like really nice because I was just like, I don't know if Chris is gonna remember me. I've only met him like 3 or 4 times.
Of course he's gonna remember you. You're the #1 fan of his fan club.
Definitely am not the #1 fan, but yes. But it was just very nice. Then I got him to record
from Canada. Okay, #1 fan from Canada.
Sure. But yeah, it was just a nice moment. And then Lydia and I got to do the quick meet and greet, but that was like quick with all the boy banders.
Yeah.
Very fast. I don't know if it would have been.
Wasn't that also where you gave him our card and he said, "Yes, of course I will do an interview with you."
I said that during the Chris meet and greet. And
yes.
Hey Chris, it's been like 6 months. Where the frig are you? Get on our show, man.
Let's go.
Also, I got this cup from that trip.
Yes, that was a good cup.
It's a good cup. It's a great cup.
A good cup, but it wasn't a good lemonade.
Show.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
Diane
you're
thought
right.
we were going to get murdered.
Yeah.
Bears and things.
Yeah,
there was
I mean,
fireworks at the end. It was like
It was a very
it was a nice way to close out the concert with
and
fireworks.
then we moved up to the front row. Did you all come to the front row or just me and Sophia?
Yes, we all did. We all did.
Like, get the fuck to the front row. There's lots of space over here. Let's do this. Lydia was very excited the previous day because Trevor took off his shirt.
Yes.
Beautiful. But then he didn't the other time, and I was like,
and we were so close, and he could have like been there, and we would have like had the sweat come on us, probably, right?
Yeah, it would have been nice.
But like seriously, guys, if you are not following O-Town, they're such a good band. They're so
fun. They're so fun.
Watch them, delicious.
They're great guys
and very cost-effective concert pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good times. Anyway,
like you say for Howie, bargain Backstreet, bargain O-Town.
I say that in a nice way that he is.
Yeah, I'm not saying it. Yeah, I'm saying it in a nice way.
Bargain boy band. They're bargain boy band.
Bargain boy band.
Okay. But I love them.
Anyways, love O-Town.
I would like
love O-Town.
Rub my face all over
awesome.
his abs. Just play the keyboard on his abs. It would be amazing.
Speaking of O-Town, we also have an O-Town interview that's pinned to the top of our page, and we actually have a Trevor-only interview as well. So
yes.
And then what happened?
In September, we celebrated. Oh, sorry.
Hold on, let me see if we're there.
Sorry about that. I got excited.
We're getting close.
I guess because it's like O-Town, so I just thought we could just put it together.
You know what? Go for it, buddy. Go.
Okay, buddy. And then in September, we celebrated Chinzia's birthday at an O-Town concert.
What? But wait, that's not all.
That's right. What else did we do?
Yeah, there's more things that happened. There was
Where did we go?
Do you want me to do it? I'll read it off. Okay. After we did Xenia, Ohio, we did a Pop 2K tour review. Then you guys went to Anne Juliet with Big Papa. Then we did an album review of Backstreet's Back because, why not? Then we reviewed Together Again album. Then we did our, what we're famous for, the boy band fantasy draft 3 months.
Yes, I won 3 times.
So Sophia's currently in the lead with 3 wins. Diane has 2 wins. And Lydia and I are tied with 0 wins.
0 wins, yeah. Exactly.
But you know what?
But it's all
fun.
fun.
Give up on Chris Kirkpatrick. He's always going to be my first choice.
Yeah. So then it was a bit of a slow little bit. So then we did a recap of Lance Bass Meets World podcast.
So Pod Meets World. So the people from Boy Meets World have a podcast. And because Danielle Fischel used to date Lance, that's why she had Lance on the podcast.
And they're good friends now, still.
God bless. They can't be romantic interests because Lance is gay. Moving on. we recapped Nick Carter on 8 Simple Rules, which did not age well at all.
Listen, we were grasping at straws, man. We were just trying to find something to talk about. And somebody had posted this, and we're like, oh, okay. Nick on a TV show, let's talk about it. It wasn't that bad.
It was a little
The show itself was bad.
And then
I thought he was okay.
I thought Nick was fine.
Yeah. It could have been worse.
Drum instructor, it was all yikes. Anyways, watch the episode if you want to know all about it. So then, to Sophia's point, we are circling back to one of our members having a very, very big birthday. Go ahead.
So what Sophia's point was we were talking about O-Town, so she was skipping ahead, and then you went back. But yes,
that's okay.
We have some time to eat up to get to an hour.
No worries. Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
So if you would like to hear all about my birthday, episode 211, 211, talks about the Niagara Falls, New York O-Town concert and the thing. But I feel like we should just kind of recreate that moment, don't you think?
No.
The talking about what restaurant we're going to eat at?
We were talking about when we went to the restaurant. And we were like tired because I had just had my birthday party the day before. And I was emotionally drained because one of my besties, is a little nuts. And he bailed on the last moment.
Shocking.
Just to be a dick.
Hey, Papa? What? No way.
It seems to happen every birthday.
Because he had some sort of eye issue and he couldn't go out, yet miraculously recovered to hang out with one of his other besties later on that night. But whatever. Anyways, I digress.
I think he should be downgraded from bestie, but okay.
Everything happens for a reason, because if he would have come, we would have gone to like Trader Joe's. We would have gone earlier, so we would have gone to Olive Garden. We'd have had time. Instead, we did not have time for Olive Garden. What did we have time for, guys?
Chili's.
Because there was no lineup at Chili's, and you could just walk right in.
Yep.
It was fate.
Very inexpensive food.
Fate brought us to.
We had ordered some food, whatever. Then Diane's looking out the window, and she's like, "Isn't that?" Or yeah, Diane saw them first, right?
Yeah, Diane.
She's like, "That looks like Dan from O-Town," and then she's like, "Wait a minute! Oh, wait a minute! Oh, O-Town is outside."
That's right. O-Town is out there.
What?
So, you know us. We do not need to be told twice. So
that's right.
He and I ran out that fucking door because I was like, "That's right. We're gonna go see O-Town."
That's right. We did. Because what are the chances a boy band would be where we are eating?
That is like a fan fiction come true.
Right?
The best part is it took me a while to realize that they had also eaten in the restaurant. I just thought they were just randomly waiting for an Uber in front of the Chili's. I was like,
me too,
really they would walk here. And then I realized, no, dumbass, they were actually inside the restaurant. And we don't.
And then the waitress confirmed it once we were talking back with Diane.
So then we're like just chatting with Trevor, because I was trying to figure out what time this fucking concert started, because it had the doors open at one time, but whatever. So I was like, he was having conversations, so I didn't really want to bother, but I was just like, "Hey Trev, like, what time is the concert starting? Obviously not now because you're here." And he's like, "We go on at 9:00." And I was like, "Awesome." And then we were chatting a little bit, kind of whatever. And then
because I was like, I know.
Oh my god, that was the best ever.
I see them out there, and I'm just like,
Chinsey and I are talking.
And I think Aaron might have already left at that point.
Yeah, and some of them were trickling off. And I'm just like, Diane, we must go. We need to find a way to go. I'm like, you get up from your seat, it's time, right? And she's just like, if we leave, they're gonna think we're gonna dine and dash. And I'm just like, I don't care if I go to jail.
Eat the food.
Like they do.
We would have gone to jail. We would have come back. They've used their eyes. Diane gets very nervous about stupid things.
And so I'm like, I have to go. I'm like, my body was dragging me to the door. And then she's like, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. But we were
Lydia
talking.
Burst through the door.
And then obviously it's two hands between
And she
Chinsey
goes
and
up
I.
to Trevor and she encapsulates his hand in her hand.
You are so beautiful, man.
You are
Such
so
a beautiful man.
You are such a beautiful man. Did you know that you're so beautiful? And it was just like, he was like, thank you.
Where did you come from?
I felt like my body was on autopilot at that moment. And I was like, and he's
The best is like, he's like, thank you, and we're dying.
Yeah, so it was
Me and Sophia are just like trying not to look at each other and die.
Like, oh my gosh. Where
And
did you
meanwhile,
come
I'm
from?
waving to Diane to get the fuck
and
out.
I'm like, Diane, right? And she's like,
So
no.
anyways,
And I'm
we
like,
take a picture with Trevor, and then Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob was with
Dan
us.
had
Yeah.
already left, right?
Eric left and Dan left.
Yeah, we just had the two left.
So then we were like,
Trevor
okay,
and
let's do it.
Jacob.
So we took a picture. Then Diane finally comes out, because I guess at this point the waitress was like, is everything all right? And she's like, oh, it's okay. She's like, oh, is he famous? And then she's like, it's a band. The whole band is there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they were eating in the other section, blah, blah, blah. We didn't know that they were a band or whatever. So Diane's like, okay. She's like, I can watch the table if you go out. She's like, okay. So then we like shoved Diane into the picture. Took some pictures. So that was good times. Then we went, so we finished dinner, whatever.
It was good. It was good food. It tasted better
It was
because
very inexpensive.
Yeah.
Good
There was
things.
good deals.
Lydia
good deals
was just
there.
like,
Yeah, she had like an outer body experience. She was like, I cannot believe this.
I was like,
I don't understand. Like, how does this happen in real life? You just run into people? Like,
yeah. I didn't think I would be seeing O-Town at Chili's. Let me tell you that much.
Legit, like you never to think that this would happen. So
great.
that's fair.
So, like, meanwhile, Lydia's like dazed, and I'm sending pictures of us at the O-Town to Jerkwad. Be like, look who we met.
Bitch.
Sucker. That's right. Because
Oh, well.
Trevor's his favorite too. Anyways, so then so whatever. So then we go to this concert and we had to park across the street in an abandoned field.
Yeah, we did, yeah. That was
Yes,
weird.
because other people made their own parking lot.
Yeah.
And it was the venue is best described as a motel with a bar attached to it, like
a biker bar.
Yeah.
And Trevor was trying to describe the bar to us ahead of time, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And then we're like, yes.
And they were like, yes, he wasn't lying when he was describing the bar.
Yeah, it was really shit. And
it was very
for
small.
that con, we should have bought the VIP because we would have been like the better tickets, like not the GA because we would have been closer. But
I think it was sold out, right? The VIP.
It was sold out by the time
yeah.
we decided to buy it. But I was just like, oh my God, it was so hot in there. No airflow. It was gross. There was a bunch of people. It was not a typical concert where there's just like a bunch of girls there. There was guys there too. It was just
there's guys like butting in. I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't know. Just like
Guys were like, there were like the two guys in front of us were like so excited to be there.
I was getting pissed because he was so much taller than me and he fucking made his way in front of me and then whatever. But yes, he was. Those two guys were more excited than their girlfriends to be there.
Yeah, that was interesting.
They're like,
I guess because also they were drunk.
Audible for the first time. Yeah, they were definitely drunk for sure.
Yeah.
And then the power kind of went out.
Yes, and that was when they said audible, and then we had this conversation of, what does audible mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So they had that. So then afterwards, I was like, you know what? I want to meet.
Oh yeah, and then their mics cut out. All of them this time. The other one was just Trevor, but this time was all of their mics.
And then they're like, show's over. We're like, already? Like, what the fuck?
I know. I was like, you didn't play that one song. What was it called again?
Don't care what you're wearing.
Yeah, that one.
You're just
gonna take it off.
I'm just like, now's the time to take your shirt off, dude. But
yeah,
it didn't happen.
Yes, Lydia does like to say that too.
Yeah.
So anyways, we decided we were going to stay. So Diane and I got whatever ended up happening to that T-shirt that I bought.
I don't know.
Huh? You get like a free selfie if you buy merch, like a T-shirt. So it's like a very affordable
so I guess you
meet and greet.
Yeah, it's for the $60
like
for the wristband,
and they were reusing the wristband. So one side said Brad, like one had the LFO, and one side had O-Town. So I was like, could meet both, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take it.
You could have,
but I could have, but whatever. But I would rather have seen O-Town, which I did. So that was good. We had some good moments, and then Eric was all like, "Oh, did you have a nice dinner at Chili's?" And I'm like, "Okay, thanks, Eric." Like it was really funny, and I was like, "Oh, what a nerd." So yeah, that was good. That was a very good birthday. Thank you guys for helping me celebrate that. That was
of course we're here for you.
It was the big one.
The day before, when I was blowing out the candle on my cake, I wished for more boy band encounters, and there you go. It was like,
your wish came true.
Yay!
Yes. So now we're ahead into October, and what do you think brings to mind October? When you think October, you think Halloween.
A very Backstreet Christmas.
Yes, the Backstreet Boys released their Christmas album in October, which. Whatever.
It only took 28 years, but it's finally here.
Finally there. So we had that. Yes. So that was good. So if you want to hear that review, that is episode 213. So we have the.
And it was well worth the wait because I feel like we all really enjoyed the album.
It was a very good album.
And we still do. I still listen to it every day.
Aw, that's nice.
There you go. Very festive.
I even play it softly for my children at work.
Oh, that's
obviously when my boss is not there because I'm not allowed to have my phone out.
We need to indoctrinate new members, so good job.
That's right. And they like it. They're like dancing. They don't understand, but they're dancing.
Cute.
Cute. Aw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. We did
keeping the Backstreet
reviews. That's right. That's right.
That is true. I forgot. There was another boy bander that was on a reality show this year. Does anybody remember who that was?
No.
Jeff Timmons?
Oh, yeah, actually, yes. We didn't talk about that, but Jeff Timmons was on a magic competition show.
Yeah, apparently on the CW,
it was with Chris Angel.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
And then he had to compete against some other celebrity. I think it was like Magic with the Stars or something.
Was he hidden in like a box and he tried to get out?
I didn't watch the episode, but I will. See
I
if
didn't
can
either,
track
but I
it
saw like
down.
a video, and I
feel like he's only in the one episode.
Yeah, I think he was like confined into a box, and he had to like get out somehow.
Probably that seems.
But I don't remember.
That sounds hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what the answer to your other question. Is it Poppy Love?
It is.
Yes.
Ah, okay, I remember now.
So AJ McClain from the Backstreet Boys was on RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race. This is only the second year of them doing that. They changed the format, so instead of like individualized episodes, it was a full season.
Mm-hmm.
And then
8
it was
episodes.
almost like a Masked Singer where they didn't know who the celebrity was for the first few episodes. Then they revealed who it was. So AJ ended up winning. So kudos to him.
He did a very good job.
He really did. He really
It
is.
really helps that he's a performer.
Yep, exactly.
Yes. So we read NSYNC's The Official Book. See if any of that stuff came true. We played another board game, One Direction, Girl Talk. We had an interview with the girls from Chris Kirkpatrick Miss, a boy band Christmas musical, which sounds so good. And I really wish we could have gone to see it, but it was in LA. So a little bit of a hike, but fingers crossed that they pick it up and they do more stuff with.
Yeah, I would love to see it. That would be
sounds
nice.
like a really great show. It's kind of a mix between It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Carol.
And I like that the cast is all girls.
The cast is all girls.
Yeah, that was cool.
But they're playing the members of NSYNC, and it's like it's kind of like a Scrooged or whatever about Chris in 2009. Like, would he still do the thing he did, or would it not? And Valen is the performer. She actually is a musician, so they wrote a whole bunch of songs specific for this. So they didn't use any of the actual NSYNC songs, but they've used other things. So it sounds really awesome, and I really wish that we can see that someday. So hopefully,
and I hope that maybe if it gets popular, they'll able to share the songs on a playlist on Spotify.
Yeah, that would be awesome for sure.
Yeah,
and the lady who did the music for that also did the music for The Sims. I'm like, The Sims! Oh my god!
There you go.
So good, right?
Yeah,
so talented.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a Hanson Snowed In review. We found another book, History Larger Than Life, the history of boy bands. So that was cool. We did that.
And the author retweeted and liked it. So that's good.
Woo!
That's by Maria Sherman. Then Sophia and I went to
a boy band Christmas.
Where did my ornament go? Oh, there it is.
In Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, cute.
And we have a mug as well.
You have a what as well?
A mug.
Oh my god,
for us. Yes,
that's so cute. Very nice.
Yes. So that was a combination of 3 members of 98 Degrees. So Jeff Timmons, Drew Lachey, Justin Jeffries, Eric Michael Estrada from O-Town, Jamie Jones from All for One, and Ryan Cabrera, who's not in a boy band but really wants to be. And they put together this really nice Christmas show. If you would like to see the songs and stuff from that, I recorded quite a few. Sophia also recorded some.
Nice.
They're on our YouTube page. Lydia, tell us where you go to find our YouTube page.
Well, everyone, if you go to YouTube, you're going to type in youtube.com/@boybandbreak. And then you will see all of our amazing videos. We work really, really hard on this, guys. So I really hope that you subscribe because more support means more episodes. Yeah,
we're so close.
We're so close to 1,000 subs. So
I also feel like when you're 1,000, you can actually go live, I believe.
Yes,
at certain events. So that would be fun too. If there's any additional boy band concerts coming up, you could see things. So there you go.
Yeah, things like the window.
So yeah. Anyway, so that was a really cute show. It was really well put together, and yeah,
a nice way to close out the year.
And that is how we close the year.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Do you have a top 3 moments, or we don't want to do that?
Sure. Yeah. 3. Do you have any favorite moments?
Can I do a quick show and tell? I forgot to show and tell at the beginning.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I wasn't on a couple episodes because I went to go get this, which is my beef. This is my Wagyu beef. I have a beef dealer in, I guess, Pulsnitch or whatever. It's in on Pulsnitch. Yeah. So anyways, he's a grouchy boy. He does better with the beef than with humans. So, anyways, but he gave us some free jerky, which was nice. And then
Very good.
What came in today, to kind of this is kind of like a crowning moment in my cosplay career, is that I have my own Mehran. This is the body paint palette from. So this is like what you aspire to get as a cosplayer. So like this is like body paint, like that is like this is like Hollywood.
Ooh.
I've already used it. I used the gray today, but anyway,
Fancy.
so I was very
That looks
excited.
so nice. So many fun colors.
And it smells so good. It's like, oh my god, I don't know. It smells like
What does it smell
something.
like?
I don't. You know what?
It smells like heaven.
I don't know. I can't describe it. It's kind of like it's something that if you had this on your body all day, you wouldn't be mad about it. Kind of like almost like baby powder freshness. I don't know. It's super nice. So I have that, and then like, and I have this already, but like my James Charles palette. So like now I feel like ultra boss. You know what I mean?
Ooh, so nice.
And you know what else Lydia can use her makeup for is her career that she has been doing.
Yes, I've been acting. I went full tilt into my acting career. So that's been something. I've done burlesque shows in my hometown. Like I've been like directing and hosting burlesque shows. I've been very busy, very poor
Booked and busy.
broken busy. But yeah, anyways, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I feel like the seeds you plant today do not sprout tomorrow. So
That's
maybe.
Right. It takes time to grow, but eventually it grows.
Exactly. So like that's
The wheels
that's
are in motion, and 2023 is going to be a good year.
Chug. Exactly.
Yeah.
And today I was actually in a student film, and it just released today, so I am going to be watching it after the podcast. And it's I feel like things in my personal life are going well. So
wonderful. We're so excited for you, Lydia.
You.
Congratulations.
Yes, and this is a perfect thing because it's the new year, so new year near you. Enjoy, do new things, do exciting things with your life.
Yes.
Everybody who's listening, don't be
Because
scared to try new things.
No.
You only live once.
That's right.
Exactly.
If
life is short.
COVID taught us anything, you got to do what you love. So
That's right.
That's my year in review, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's my, I don't know. I guess that's like my recent favorite moments. But
okay.
Obviously spending time with you guys.
Aww, that's so nice.
Very nice.
Yes. Kissing your butt.
I would probably say, obviously, my favorite moments are because I got to see Chris a bunch of times this year. So that was like really nice to like, because when we were recording the video, he has his arm around me, and just like the fact that he was excited to see me and stuff. And and I guess seeing Nick and AJ at 90s Con was good. And then obviously the O-Town birthday was just like,
oh yeah,
good times, man. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds? So that was a fun summer. Soph, do you have any good moments there?
So I would say like it was good to celebrate your birthday with O-Town, being together. It was fun. So I would say like that's one of the top 3 moments because it's always nice to be together and celebrate the birthdays.
Sure. I feel like definitely during the pandemic we have not gone together as much, and we've been doing a lot more video stuff and not because we used to meet in person all the time. So
all the time.
Hopefully 2023 can change that.
That's right. Bring it on.
Yes. And then I would say the 3 Backstreet Boys concerts / meet and greet. I haven't seen them in 2.5 years. Yes. And it was been a very hard 2.5 years. So it was good to see them and experience that again.
Yeah.
And the third thing is
the album.
The album, yes.
The Christmas album?
The Christmas album, because we waited so long and now we finally have Christmas songs to listen to year round.
Yay!
And even though I am not a fan of Christmas music normally, I am a fan of this album. So
yes,
good job, boys.
We love
Thank you, boys, for Christmas music.
And happy days.
Now we don't have to just play 2 songs. We can just play a whole album.
There you go. Exactamundo.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for taking up. Are we good to?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good. Okay. Thanks for taking a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year.